In a small town tucked away in the countryside, there lived a kitten named Whiskers. He was small, fluffy, and full of playful energy, just like any other kitten. Whiskers was adopted by a seemingly loving couple, Mr. and Mrs. Anderson. When they brought Whiskers home, the couple had a carrier with them, and that's where Whiskers spent his first day with them. But what was meant to be a temporary confinement turned into a horrifying ordeal for the little kitten. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and yet Whiskers never left that tiny cage. He was confined there, never experiencing the joy of running, playing, or even stretching his legs. Mr. and Mrs. Anderson kept their dark secret hidden from the world, pretending to care for Whiskers, posting pictures of him on social media, and sharing stories of their happy life together. But behind closed doors, Whiskers was living a nightmare, longing for freedom and love. One day, destiny intervened in the form of a social services worker who happened to be in the neighborhood for an unrelated matter. She noticed something odd through the window, a faint glimpse of a caged animal. As she approached the house, she was greeted by the couple, putting on a facade of caring pet owners. But the social services worker was perceptive, and she insisted on meeting Whiskers. The couple hesitated, making excuses, but eventually, they had to comply. Without hesitation, she reported the cruelty to the police, and they arrived at the scene promptly. The couple was taken aback, not understanding why their pet was being taken away from them. They saw nothing wrong with their actions, oblivious to the torment they had inflicted on the innocent creature. Whiskers was rushed to a veterinary clinic, where the medical staff worked tirelessly to save him. As days turned into weeks, Whiskers began to learn to trust again. The veterinary staff showered him with love, and he started to feel like he deserved it. Gradually, he learned to move again, albeit with some difficulty, but he was finally free from the confines of that dreadful cage. Despite his progress, Whiskers remained cautious around people, his trust forever scarred by the cruelty he endured. The rehabilitation process was long and challenging, but Whiskers was a fighter, and he showed immense resilience. Then, one fateful day, a kind-hearted woman named Sarah visited the veterinary clinic. She had a natural affinity for animals, and as soon as she laid eyes on Whiskers, her heart melted. She spent time with him every day, reading to him, talking to him, and showing him the love he had been denied for so long.